Hello and welcome to part 2 of our railway sleeper koi pond. So in this part we're going to be finishing the left wall, we're going to be doing the front wall, and then we're just going to be getting ready for putting the liner in and the glass. And then in the next part we'll be doing the glass, liner, water, filtration, everything. So make sure you watch all through this video, and if you haven't seen part 1 already, it'll be in the top corner now. So make sure you go check it out. But make sure you check out part 1 before you've watched this one, then come back to this one, and then part 3 will be out next Saturday, so stay tuned. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment, so I've got them big brackets there, as you can see in that, and them 2 sleepers. I'm going to put 4 screws in it now. Right, so just got that bracket in, it's a lot sturdier now. I'm going to put them around a few more places, and then I'll speak to you when I've done that. Right, so I'll put one there, one there. And that will probably be enough for this side wall. I'll probably save the rest for here because I've only got 10. So what I am going to attempt to do right now is to dig this trench for this piece of wood that I've been trying to do for a few days. It's still -3 degrees, so it's still rock solid, but I'm going to have to do it. Right, so what I'm going to attempt, I've got the big drill and I've got this like chisel kind of thing. It still spins, but it might do a better job than this shovel with the frozen ground, so let's have a look. Well, that is not easy at all, so I'm going to go back to the shovel. That does not work. Okay, so this is not going to work at all. Oh, I'm going to go off. I think it'd be a better idea to do. Right, so I'm going to try to soften the mud with a blowtorch and then try it with a hammer afterwards. Because as you can see, a hammer doesn't even do anything now, so if it works. It is melting it a bit, but I think I'll just be here all day. Melting mud with the blowtorch. I need to like make a fire or something to melt. I can even make a fire in the pond. Can't do that. Weakens about 2mm of the mud. Right, so I'm going to try to do a bit of this off camera. I don't know how it's going to go, so. Right, so as you've seen earlier, I tried to use a blowtorch. I tried to make a fire, it softened it a little bit, not much though. So I've waited about an hour. The sun's been on it for a bit, not much, but I'll show you what our plan is to do now. Right, so I've got a hatchet and I've been hacking away at it a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hack away at it. I'm not going to show you because you'll be bored stiff. I'm just going to hack away at it and show you when that is level with that bottom one. Right, so I found out how this works because I turned it on earlier, click the button, and it doesn't even spin, it doesn't move or anything, but when you put contact with it, like this, it does some jig picker things, so I found a lot of an easier way to do this, so I'm going to do it and I'll show you the finished results. Right, so we've been on this for probably about half an hour to an hour, just digging with the like jackhammer thing. And we've dug a decent enough trench. This side's probably level with that bottom one. We just need to make this part lower. It's a bit hard here because the little lip for where the plants are going, it's a bit hard to get into it So we just need to go a bit deeper here, make sure it's level with the bottom one, and then make sure it's just flat all across. So yeah, we'll show you that soon. Right, so we've just dug the bottom trench, as you've seen. Got the bottom one level. These aren't actually connected at all. We're just using it to make sure if we put two on top of it, it will be completely level. And as you can see by the air bubble, it is level. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. So it is level there. So these two aren't actually on, but what we have done is, oh, that's my toe. Oh, that really hurts. So we put a corner bracket on there, and there is like a little plate bracket there with, I don't know how many inch screws they are, but them screws. So this ain't going anywhere. There's going to be rebar going down into that as well. So what we are going to do now is we'll get this one and we put it over this one, so it's like a house brick. So they're not just flat on top of each other, so there's more structural integrity, so that joint's not weak. So what we're going to do is line this up, make sure that's flush with the end of this one, which these ones are a lot heavier. I think they're oak. So right, so just for example, we'll do that. Put some big screws down into that. Put some brackets on it, and we will film that and show you that now. Right, so this part sticks out too much, as you can see from there. So when we put one on top, it hits that. So I've got this. I've never used it before, so let's see how this can go. But basically, what it does, that blade comes around, cuts like a tiny bit off, like a millimeter. So that spins. So let's have a look. There's like a little corner piece for it. And that works really nice, but I just need to do it a few more times. I think I'm going to go a tiny bit more just to be safe. Right, so that probably looks good. I'm going to test it now and I'll show you in a minute. Right, so I've got some more brackets, some more screws, and my drill bit. So what I'm going to do, drill one there and drill one there. And then after that I'm going to put the big screws down into it. So yeah, it's going good. So I'm just going to twist it in a little bit with my hand first. So it just holds it there while I get everything else. Then you don't let it slip. Hard on your own. Right, I think I'm just rounding up on drill bit though. So I'm going to do the corner one first so it's not swinging, so I can put more pressure on it. So I'm going to do this corner one first. That one went in a lot easier. So I'm going to have a go with this. I'm going to try and get that one in and don't know what's up with it, and I'll show you in a sec. Right, so I've got the big drill back, got the big drill bit. I'm going to drill a whole hot line. I'm going to drill two, one here, one in the middle and one at the end, about that deep into the wood, so then I can go back after and drill one of them massive screws into it. So I'll do that now. And that is 3, so I'm going to drill on them screws now. Right, so you just saw me put them 3 screws in, and I think I'm going to drill the holes for the rebar now. So I'm going to put 2 rebar in this one at the end of there and 1 at this end over here. And then I need to cut a piece of wood to size, which is not fun. It takes ages and I have to use a handsaw, so my arm aches afterwards. So I need to cut the wood to size to fit that last bit over there. But yeah, after I've cut that, I'll be installing that, putting screws in that, rebar in that. But yeah, it's not far off, to be fair, the construction. I need to do the front side, but I can't really do much with the front until the glass comes, and the glass is coming about tomorrow. So I'm going to cut that wood to size, I'm going to drill the holes for the rebar on this side, and then yeah, that should be everything for the construction, apart from the 3rd layer over here. So then I'll have to cut more wood to size for the 3rd layer. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh, I can't bother with this, watch this. So that's how you do it. All you have to do, all in the palm. But I'll put that one on place now, make sure it fits perfectly. Right, so let's have a look here, see how it fits. And that fits perfectly. What I'm going to do though, I slipped the tiniest bit on here. I'm just going to flatten that on there with the tool that I used earlier to sort that corner. So I'll go get it now and I'll show you that in a minute. Right, so I've got this again. I'm just going to run it down the edge and smooth it out a bit. Well, that's not very good. Alright, smooth it a bit more. Right, so that will do. It looks a lot better now. I get rid of that a bit, but that doesn't matter, that's fine. Right, so what I'm going to do now, get the big drill some holes down, get the screws in, and yeah, then I'll be moving on to the 3rd layer. Now I need to get some screws. Right, so I've just drilled in that bracket and I'm going to do one more in between that gap there. Okay, battery's dead on the drill, need to go charge it. Right, so I just measured out the length of that to that, and I've marked it off here, so literally there's just that much left. So I need to saw that tiniest bit off, and it's so hard to saw this, so it's going to take probably a good 10 minutes to saw that on my own. So I won't show you that, I'll saw that, then I'll show you when I'm putting it on. Right, so after 10 or 15 minutes of cutting that 10 centimetres off the end of that wood, I've finally done it, and I've put it in place, not screwed in or anything, it's just on top. So I'll show you that now. So as you can see, that's the 3 layers high. That's how high it's going to be. overall it's basically completely done. Like all the walls are all cut to size, everything. All you need is completely screwing in all rebar and stuff, because I haven't rebarred this side yet. I still need to do the front bit. Like I need to make a little frame for the glass as well. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit more today, but then I'm going to call it a day, because I've been on it for since about 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is 5 o'clock. So I've been on it for a long time. Not done too much, but I'm chuffed with what I've done, because I've done this whole side wall, which wasn't here before. So yeah, I think I'm just going to drill a few holes into it, like ready for the rebar, ready for the big screws, and then probably call it a day. So yeah, I'll show you me doing that now. So what I've done, I've put a temporary bracket in there for when I drill the holes down through the wood, because this drill bit isn't big enough to go all the way down all three, only does 2 and a bit. So I have to do it from there, then see where it marked on that one, take that one off, and then carry on drilling. So I need to be able to take that off, but I need it so it can't move. So I've got that bracket in temporarily. I'm just going to do all my drill points down here, but I'll show you doing that now. Right, so I've just drilled 8 holes into these 3 pieces of wood. Well, just one on top of them. There's one there, one of them are for the rebar. That one's for the rebar. And then the middle one and the small one over there, that's for the rebar. And then the rest are screws. So I've got 5 screws and 3 rebar that are placed through this side of the wall. And that's definitely strong enough. And then I've also got brackets that again go across a bit of it. So yeah, I'm very chuffed with that. So I'm going to get in the screws and then get in the rebar. Oh wait, no, first I need to take off these pieces of wood and carry on drilling down for the rebar, because this drill bit doesn't go all the way through all 3. So I'll do that now. But let's just drop that one down. Got 2 holes here for some reason. Ooh, that was nearly so close. I didn't even think about that. I had the screws that are in here before. I had the screws that were in here, like this part, going down to the bottom one before, and I nearly hit it with this when I drilled in over here. Good job I didn't though, that could have been close. Right, so I'm going to do this part off camera. I'm just going to drill the big drill down fully all the way for the rebar, and I'll show you when I'm done. Right, I'm going to call it a day for now, but I'll probably be back on it soon because I'm losing daylight. But I'll show you what we've done today so far. I'll show you what we've done today. So what we've done today, we dug down so that sleeper is level with that bottom sleeper, and then we also cut the second layer to size so the 2 pieces will fit on above them. Then we've screwed them down, connected the top and second layer, bracketed them, and then we just started the 3rd layer, cut all the wood to size, bracketed them, put the rebar down through them all the way through. This one's stuck. I need to get a tool to get that out. But all we need to do left on this wall is to sort that rebar out, screw all the screws in across, and then put a few brackets in. And then we're basically done for the main structure. All we have to do is the front part here, which I'm going to have a little bit of sleeper there, a little bit of sleeper there, chisel a bit out, so there's like a frame for the glass to sit into. And then that'll be it. I'll be adding the liner, adding the glass, adding all the filtration, then getting fish. So I'll see you when I'm next working on the pond. Right, so what I'm doing is, I just measured I just went on the website and see how big the glass was that I ordered. And it's 1 meter long and 40 centimeters high. So I've done a bit, I'm making a piece of wood here, so there's like a little frame, a bit bigger so it goes into the glass a bit, so I can chip away the wood, so there's like a nice frame for the glass to sit into so it won't go anywhere. So I'm just making the frame for the glass now, just ready for when it comes. So I've got the circular saw and I'm cutting a line through here And then I'm going to get the plane afterwards and flatten it all out, make sure it's all perfect. So yeah, I'm going to do 6 of them. So it's going to be a long time doing it. I'm going to have to secure everything. So I'll just cut the 6 and I'll see you when I've cut all 6. Right, so we've cut this one and we need to cut one more of this size. So that will go there. And then we're going to cut this part that overlaps here because that's not needed. And then we'll have one more on top of this that will come to about there. And then we need cut this one, this size here. This is a bit bigger because it needs overlap this way. But I think it would look cool looking like that. So when we've done that, we're going to have a gap here of about 90 centimetres. So we can cut in 5 centimetres and make a little lip for the glass to sit on, and we'll do that on the bottom as well. And then the glass will just end at the top. Won't be any wood on top of it, so it'll be like an infinity looking, it will be proper cool. So I'm going to cut one more of these and I'll show you me doing that now. I've got a bunch of sawdust in my mouth. That was not fun. Right, so now we have Flippy to do the other side. So I need to line it up here. Little brother, come stand on the wood, please. Right, so I need to line it up on this side, make sure it's all perfectly straight. And then cut away. And that is both sides cut. That is a bit off. Okay then, looks like I need to get the plane out. That's cool then. Now, so you've seen that we cut these to size, and we've cut this one to size. We haven't screwed this one in yet or anything, but we have screwed this one in, and ow, and it's not going anywhere, as you can tell. But just to make sure like it's so it's connected to this, I'm going to put a bracket here, screw it in, and then I'm going to do the exact same on the other one. What we've done anyway, we've put a screw in there, and then one screw going through there. And then on this one over here, we're just going to do the same, but we can't put a screw in through there because it doesn't go. So we're going to put a screw down there, we've made the holes already. Screw in there, bracket on here, and then I think we're going to do a screw diagonally in. So there's still a screw going in, so it's connected to this as well. So yeah, we're going to do that now. Right, so I'm back on the pond and I've got 3 massive brackets made for that back corner there. It's the perfect angle, so I'm going to fit them now and I'll show you. Right, so I've attached them 3 brackets there. That's just going to hold it in place more, make sure it's definitely secure over here. All I have to do now is make one exactly the same as this and put it on top and screw it in. Do another one exactly the same as this, put it on top and screw it in. And then I need to make a little lip all the way around here, to make sure, flat rope, just to make sure that the glass is going to sit flush against the wall and it won't be going anywhere then. So yeah, you cut them pieces of wood to size and I'll show you me doing that now. Right, so I just did a few bits and bobs and I'll show you what I did now. So I've screwed them into there that I showed you and one into the back end there, and I've made this a bit more secure. Put a few more screws in because it was tiny, it's a bit wobbly. Now it's not getting anywhere. Put another bracket in here, and then I put this bracket in to hold these two together, and then that bracket in to hold them two together. So that's about it so far. I'm going to cut this one to size, the piece to go on top of this I mean, and then secure that in place, so I'll do that now. Right, so this is the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. This is part 2, and in part 3 we're going to be getting the liner in, getting the glass in, filling this up, putting the filtration in, and the video after that we'll be getting the fish. So I'll show you what we've done in this part, just a quick recap, and then I'll show you what we're doing next part. Right, so in this part we've done this whole wall. This wall wasn't here, so we've dug down there, and then we've added on the next layer, the layer after that, bracketed it all in, secured it fully, added this little wall in here, this wall here, and then I'm going to make a little lip for the glass to sit flush against, all across there, in the next video now. Started on it a bit, but I'm calling it a day now. So yeah, that's everything we've done in this video. In the next video, I'll finish that lip off, put the liner in, put the glass in, because the glass isn't here yet, or I would have done it in this video. So I'm going to put the liner glass in, fill it up, get the filtration in, and that'll be it. But thanks for watching the video. Make sure you go check out Mistral Baits to get some mint and amazing quality bait. And yeah, like, subscribe, stay tuned for part 3.